In previous videos, I've looked at different types of animals and different habitats, such as the Fiordland penguin, the Burmese python, and the desert. We've seen how evolution shapes animals to thrive in these specific habitats or environments. For example, the Burmese python utilizes stealth to ambush and capture its prey instead of speed, as it is too heavy to move around with agility. In this video, I want to shift our focus to a fish that's currently thriving, but faces increasing challenges due to environmental change, the chocolate surgeonfish. I'm going to explore this successful fish to see how its adaptations might help it survive, but to also consider what vulnerabilities it might have. We don't know what will happen to the chocolate surgeonfish exactly, but I want to suggest some ideas based on its physical and behavioral characteristics, why it might be at an advantage or disadvantage compared to other reef inhabitants. The chocolate surgeonfish is a species of tang found on coral reefs. Surgeonfish get their name from sharp spines, like surgical scalpels, located on either side of their tail. They inhabit coral reefs throughout the Indo-Pacific region, including areas like Indonesia, the Philippines, and the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. The chocolate surgeonfish's evolutionary path can be traced back to the broader evolution of surgeonfishes within the Acanthurus family. These fishes likely emerged and diversified alongside the development of coral reef ecosystems. However, pinpointing the exact time that the chocolate surgeonfish became distinct is difficult due to a lack of genetic data and detailed fossil records. The chocolate surgeonfish is native to warm tropical coral reef environments. The water there is clear, saline, and oxygenated, and the coral structures provide shelter and food. While the reefs are typically nutrient poor, they have highly diverse ecosystems, which allows the chocolate surgeonfish to thrive. The chocolate surgeonfish is relatively small compared to other fishes. They reach about 25 centimeters or 10 inches in length, and this side allows it to navigate complex reef structures. Its body is compressed laterally, making it agile and maneuverable. The coloration of the chocolate surgeonfish is also quite unique. It has colors of yellow, blue, brown, and sometimes even black. These colors, combined with the lighting, allows the chocolate surgeonfish to camouflage perfectly between the corals. Chocolate surgeonfish also has its really sharp spine at their tails, and these spines can extend for defense if predators come to hunt after them. They're incredibly sharp and can inflict a painful wound. The chocolate surgeonfish's mouth and teeth are also quite unique. They have a small mouth with comb-like teeth adapted for grazing on algae. As a fish, it's an ectotherm, which means it's cold-blooded, so its body temperature is dependent on the surrounding water temperatures. The chocolate surgeonfish are primarily herbivores, grazing on algae found on rocks and coral. They play an important role of controlling algae growth on the reef. The chocolate surgeonfish are diurnal feeders, meaning that they actively feed during the daytime when light levels are high enough for algae growth. Likely to other surgeonfish, they find shelter and become inactive at night, but however, they still hibernate. The chocolate surgeonfish has a unique mating habit, typically reproduces through external fertilization, meaning that the males release sperm and the females release the eggs in the water columns, rather than directly having intercourse. They are typically not aggressive and are usually seen alone or in small groups, whereas other surgeonfishes are known to be very aggressive. Their activity levels might be tied to the water temperature and light levels depending on the seasons. The chocolate surgeonfish are hunted by a variety of predators, including the tiger groupers and other large carnivorous fishes. Larger fishes are always a potential predator of this ocean surgeonfish. However, they can defend themselves by using their scalpel-like spine located on each side of their tails, and these can be used as defense mechanisms against predators. The spines are used in a slashing motion like a sword to inflict serious wounds on the unfortunate victim. Predation pressures are highest on this species during its infant stages in the open ocean. The reason that this animal may be at a disadvantage compared to other reef animals is because of coral bleaching and other climate changes. Shifts in climate can affect the food availability in habitats. An example of this is land sinking underwater, displacing many coral reefs and ecosystem lives. Another reason might be human activities. Pollution or human actions such as overfishing, which leads to a decrease in population within the chocolate surgeonfishes. This makes them slightly more vulnerable. While the chocolate surgeonfish's small size helps it navigate complex reef structures, it also makes them more vulnerable to larger predators. While their adult color helps them stand out less to prey by camouflaging in the corals, they also stand out less to potential mates. The chocolate surgeon's main habitat is coral reefs, and when the climate change continues, the habitat will surely but slowly disappear. The chocolate surgeonfish also faces quite a lot of competition from the other herbivores for food and more predators in the open. This increased the mortality rate among the chocolate surgeonfish. Though actions such as fishing and pollution negatively affected the chocolate surgeonfish, it is also important to use more sustainable fishing practices and to reduce our carbon emissions, as this is the main cause for coral reef destruction and climate change. By understanding challenges and evolutionary advantages, such as for the chocolate surgeonfish, we gain a deeper insight at what will influence the survivability of a species, such as human impact environmental changes. From this, we also learn what helped these species thrive, letting us dive deeper into the evolutionary characteristics. This encourages us as humans to reflect and be more aware of the current diversity loss and the role of humanity that plays in it. We contribute to habitat destruction, climate change, and species extinction. By understanding how species survive today, we can conserve more in the present day. We also learn the consequences for our actions, which urges us to take a more responsible approach at a climate change or towards the environment. Now, this concludes the series for my biology podcast. This is my 6th and final video for this whole series. I would like to thank everyone for listening to me, and in the future, please occasionally check my channel for any updates.